Before we start off with today's video, I want to talk to you guys about my friends over at Avant Garde. So Avant Garde is a place where you can go and you can explore a wide range of niche perfumery, so much variety. They have discovery sets, they have samples, they have a lot to offer for those looking to elevate their collection, those who are curious about other things, of other qualities, of other brands in perfumery. All right, so save yourself some money. Use my code DEDRICK10. DEDRICK10 gets you 10% off on anything on Avant Garde. All right, so I know a lot of people are really in love with the brand of Mind Games as well. So I got something for you too. You want to head over to Mind Games and do some discovery, do some searching, do some looking. Save yourself some money by using Dedrick10 as well over at mindgames.com. All right, so head over there, see what you like, see what you're interested in. I recommend sampling. All right, and then you can get you a good feel if you want to make a purchase from Avant Garde or mindgames.com. All right, so y'all check it out. Let me know what you guys get into, what you guys like. Let me know down below in the comments, man. And happy exploring for sure. All right, let's get started with today's video. YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy one more time, DEDRICKHJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we rock out here on this channel, man. Positive vibes only. All right, so hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great. You know, over here we just all about positive energy, and if you're going through a rough time and things are not going the way that you would like for them to be going right now, I truly hope that very soon all that turns around to a plus and a positive for you and those who are around you. All right, so today we're back with our July collaboration with Avant Garde. Shout out to my friends over at Avant Garde. And today we're talking about a brand new house. Well, they're a newer niche house, and this is my first time experiencing the brand. And I must say, you know, I guess spoiler alert, that I am indeed a fan of what I have experienced with these two fragrances. All right, so we're gonna talk about them, but before we get started with that, you know, the sampling aspect is critical, and I feel the need to say this. When you're dealing with these more expensive fragrances, especially on the niche and independent level, samples are offered, and so Avant Garde has them. Now, the houses that we're talking about today, the house of Gritti, they have samples for $6.50, and I think they're worth a sample. They have discovery sets as well. So sample these fragrances if you're curious or interested in them, or you can blind buy at your own, because I know my blind buy warriors are representing daily by the second and minute for sure. I'm a part of the group myself, but I still feel responsibility to say, hey, don't blow $300 or $250 or $400 on these fragrances. Get a sample to be sure. I follow my own word, I do it, but sometimes I understand. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Up first, we're going to be talking about, from the house of Gritti, we're going to be talking Tutu Blanc. Wow, y'all, Tutu Blanc. All white marble bottle here. Is going to be clashing with my studio lights with that gold plate there. The top kind of snugs into place. Gold atomizer up top. Sprays out very nicely. Get a couple sprays in the air. Wide distribution. Let that kind of take over for a second. Man, this is beautiful. The package on this comes really nice as well. Tutu Blanc by Gritti. Here's the box. Try to get that in focus. It's going to be clashing with my light. Kind of that white and gold marble box here. It pulls out, boom. The fragrance sits right in here, coffin style. So very nice presentation. But I'm pretty sure you guys are not really too concerned with that. This is a 3.4 ounce, 100 ml bottle with I think these are extrait de parfums. Let me see here. Yeah, no, these are auto parfum concentrations. All right, so let's go ahead and get this on I already experienced these, tested them, worn them, and ready to talk about them for sure. So we're going to get a couple sprays on the tester strip. And I already have it off in the air. So this right here, Tutu Blanc, what are we getting here? And in the air, creamy coconut, fruity, sweet, airy. There's like a tarty, a sweet and tarty raspberry vibe going on here. Very tropical, very vacation, like on a cruise or going to a nice resort. This is very summertime, very tropical vibes. Now, I'm not the only fan of this fragrance. My wife wore a full wearing of this before I did. She went out and was like, yo, I gotta wear that Tutu Blanc. Like, yo, do your thing. She sprayed it on. Smell really tremendous. Just you know, you spray it in the smell and the bubbles through the house. She leaves and her presence was still here because this is what she had on. I'm not the biggest fan of ultra sweet fragrances, but this is done right. Very airy. There's a coconut creaminess here. Not synthetic, not that not a synthetic coconut. Very creamy, not fleshy, but there's a sweetness to it as well. The raspberry fruity nature in here is very light. It really is blended really well, even off the paper, even better on skin. And this is super unisex. It may lean a little bit feminine. For those who are not looking for slightly powdery, sweet, fruity, you know, those fun, super fun vibes, you know, with this type of style of a fragrance, some people just might not be looking for that. And I understand. That's why a lot of women are going to love this, but me personally, it's definitely unisex for us fellas to wear it too. And why do I like it so much? I like it because it's not sickly sweet, as I just stated. It's not something heavy on the stomach when you smell it in. It's not. It's airy. It performs. It has like a crisp nature to it, even with all of the creamy and fruity ingredients from the coconut and the fruits. The longevity and the performance on this is really solid. Get about a solid 7 to 8 hours of solid performance. You can, just depends on where you're going. If you're going to like a boat party, you're going on a yacht party, or you know, a beach party, something summer related, summer themed, it's just going to absolutely work. This stuff is sexy. It is fun. It's lighthearted. It's such a joy to smell. And I am a fan of coconut. But again, I'm not a fan of the synthetic natures that coconut can provide in some fragrances, but this definitely does not have that. Again, my wife loves this, and yes, again, it does lean a little bit feminine, but that doesn't bother me at all. So let's go ahead and tap into the notes from Tutu Blanc from Gritti. This is a 2020 release, again, at a Parfum concentration. Let's go according to our friends at Parfumo. Main accords: fruity, sweet, creamy, floral, and powdery. Top notes, check this out: grapefruit, coconut, black currant, pink champagne up top. In the heart, heliotrope, jasmine, powdery tones, and rose. In the base, amber, musk, raspberry, and vanilla. Now on my skin, the soft musk really comes out in play. So I get a lot of the creamy coconut. I get the tarty nature of the black currant and raspberry with that sweet flair that kind of just flares up on my skin once this continues to do its thing. The dry down on this thing is beautiful. The vanilla in here is not sickly sweet. Like I said, this is more airy, it's clean, it's fruity, it's sweet. Like it's a lot going on here that really matches a vacation vibe and a vacation tone. So just a real fan of this fragrance. I didn't know if I was going to like this or not, because they tend to kind of go, you know, these styles of fragrances can, for me, they can go, you know, here or they can go here. And this one is one that I am really enjoying, that I really like, and just a fan of overall. And again, my wife absolutely loved this. So if I had to rank this for what I'll be wearing it for, this is a very situational fragrance. I'm very situational with my fragrance choices. Just depends on what time of the year it is, and right now we're in summer. This is a summer fragrance, fun fragrance, and rated it for what I'll be using it for. Overall scent profile is outstanding. I'm going to give the overall scent point profile an 8.5 out of a 10. But just the overall, you know, the performance, wearability, and all those things, I'm going to keep it at that 8.5 out of a 10. Potentially for it to go more. Me and my wife are getting ready to go out of town to celebrate our anniversary, and we're going to be moving around a lot in the heat, and this is something that I could bring and continue to build the relationship with. So get a sample of this on Avant Garde, $6 for a sample. Full retail price is up there. It's like around $250, I believe. But they do have discovery sets as well. Really good stuff. I'm enjoying this. Niche perfumery done well, in my opinion. Now, it's not a groundbreaking DNA. It's like a groundbreaking scent, but the quality and just the different facets from like the raspberry, the black currant, the creamy nature of the coconut, you can really tell this is some good quality stuff, at least in my opinion. From the house of Gritti, 8.5 out of a 10. Going to continue to wear this summer and get back to you guys for sure. We're talking Tutu Blanc. Tutu Blanc, really good stuff, man. I'm really glad that I chose this one for sure. All right, up next, we're gonna switch the pace and switch the tone all the way. All right, and I was very surprised by what this fragrance smelled like, but more the experience that I had with this was even better. Up next, we're talking from the house of Gritti. We're talking 1968. 1968, here is the bottle. There's nothing on the sides of these bottles. I didn't show it on Tutu Blanc, but everything's on the front of the bottle. And then you got the Gritti logo right here in the middle. And then here's the bossing, same as the Tutu Blanc. Here it is, Gritti 1968. Black and gold tones. That's the sticker there. It kind of, you know, pulls out coffin style, and the fragrance sits right there in the middle. All right, so this one is a take on, at this point in time, I think everybody can agree, this is a take on a gentleman's classic, men's fragrance classic, and that is, their take on Dior Sauvage. All right, such a popular, let's get in the atomizer, nice wide mist, get one spray on the tester. I have worn this, and I have worn this to where I normally would wear a scent profile like this. I wore it to work. The perfect test, the perfect battlegrounds, all right, so to speak. The proving point is the office for me, because I'm there 9 to 10 hours every day. All right, so let's tap into this. What about the Dior Sauvage experience that you get here? Right away, you notice the quality difference is up. Now, Dior makes some incredible fragrances, and they have really nice quality. But immediately, it's almost, it has some natural aspects. Still some synthetic tones in here for sure. But the lavender in here comes off a little bit more well-rounded, kind of sharp. The citruses in here are very zesty, sparkly with the orange, and I really pick it up. And it's a very clean approach to this fragrance. Now, me personally, it kind of sits where the EDP is and going over into the Parfum. Don't really get much from that ambroxan power that the EDT provides. And I prefer the Parfum. That's my favorite from the original Dior Sauvage. But man, this is really giving that particular version of Sauvage a real run for its money for me personally, because that is my favorite of the three. And I see what Gritti is trying to accomplish here. You get a very versatile, clean and fresh, slightly fruity, very wearable, just versatile fragrance. That's what you get. And wearing this to the office, the performance was really good. I got a solid, again, 7 to 8 hours of solid performance. I went 6 to 7 sprays on this fragrance, and I received the one compliment very early on by one of the ladies in my department where I am, and just a simple, "You smelling good, you smelling good." That's what I got, you know, and I definitely told her thank you. But I don't think this DNA is something super groundbreaking at all, but I do think it's something that absolutely works. It's fitting. You know, it's something that if you don't want to think about it, that it'll work. And Gritti provides an uptick in quality. Now, as I continue to wear this, I start to think of Product Carbon, which versus, you know, Product Carbon and Dior EDT, I prefer Product Carbon by a landslide. And the real reason is that lavender take in there and that unboxing pull back. Well, this is even better than Product Carbon. And that's one of my favorite, really my favorite all-time versatile, anytime, any place, anywhere fragrances. So now I'm in a dilemma because I do have that more uptick in quality here with 1968. So what's gonna happen to Product Carbon? I'm not really sure. And I'm just being honest, but just the smell of this is just beautiful. It's just beautiful. So let's go ahead and get into the notes. Now there is some differences in the note breakdown of 1968 in comparison to Dior Sauvage. All right, so let's get to the note breakdown. Here we go. From the house of Gritti, we have 1968. This was created in 2019. Main accords: fresh, fruity, fougere, definitely with that lavender and a slightly powdery tone. I can get the conversation there. Floral and spicy. Top notes: black currant, Calabrian bergamot, green, mandarin orange, grapefruit, and pink pepper. In the heart: lavender, magnolia, rose, patchouli, and vetiver. So there's some of the difference with the magnolia, with the rose, the patchouli, and the vetiver in this DNA. In the base: tonka bean, that's where that powdery tone comes from, musk, and ambergris. So a beautiful note breakdown. And you know, some of you watching might be saying, oh, another Dior Sauvage. No, hear me out. We're talking about quite possibly the best version of the DNA. Yes, I mean, like I said, Dior makes beautiful fragrances, and Dior Sauvage is iconic. But for me personally, I love the cleanliness that the musk and the lavender bring. That unboxing element is completely out of there. I like the slight powdery tone with the fruity aspects from the orange. And it does have that a slight earthy feel to it. But listen, the vetiver comes off a bit easy to wear and more of a almost a soapy clean effect. Think of Mancera's Vetiver Sensual and how that vetiver comes off. Yes, it has the bite of some earthiness, but it also has a cleanliness to it, and that's what the vetiver in here does as well. So that vetiver mixing, that style of vetiver mixing with the lavender, mixing with the clean musk, makes it the perfect everyday, everywhere fragrance. So all my fellas out there, you want to spend money on something that costs a little bit more than normal. You are that guy that said, hey, you know, I'm doing well for myself and I'm maneuvering like it. You're not necessarily looking to exhaust to find the best deal. And I'm saying that because I know some guys that are like that in real life, and nothing wrong with that. This is it. This is it. 1968 is one of those fragrances to consider. Again, sample is available for $6 on So Avant Garde. Use my code DEDRICK10 to even save off of that and anything else on the website. But this is something that's really good. It's going to be in my rotation to the office. You will see this on office themed videos because I definitely highly recommend this. One, because the DNA is already successful, yes. But there's different takes on the DNA, and this is one of them. And quite frankly, it is going to be battling the Parfum of Dior Sauvage, which is my favorite from the line. So if you've watched me over some time, you know that, okay, he don't really talk much Sauvage, but when he talks about that Parfum, hey yo. So that's what the comparison is for me. But great stuff, solid performer, 7 to 8 hours of very solid performance. I went 6 to 7 sprays. 6 to 8 sprays with this one. One compliment. It's a complementing style fragrance, style of a DNA. So you're gonna get them. I just think that you're gonna be in a position, if you're in that type of atmosphere, to at least have a conversation about this DNA, quite possibly. Can't guarantee anything, of course. All right. So again, from the house of Gritti, we have 1968. Big fan of this for sure. Big fan of both. Tutu Blanc, and I give this honestly, for what I'll be wearing it for, we're gonna go 8.8 out of a 10. 8.8 out of a 10, and it could go up because I love the quality. I love what this DNA is doing here, and it just fits my taste when you're talking Dior Sauvage DNA. All right, so don't get it confused. This is not a clone, but this is an inspired take on the DNA. I know the conversation out there, even from independent niche and clone brands, I get it, but I'm telling you, it's something that you need to get your nose on, and then you can follow and see what I'm saying. All right, but Gritti, the House of Gritti, really nice. Tutu Blanc is fire. Unisex, beautiful tropical vacation fun scent. And in 1968, very versatile. You can really wear this, dress it up, dress it down, business, fun, whatever you got going on, it'll definitely work. All right. So shout out to my friends over at Avant Garde. They sent these products over my way. Had no bearing on my thoughts and opinions. Really liking what Gritti has to offer. Going to be looking more into the house. If you guys are curious out there, Avant Garde, link in the description. Check out some samples, discovery set. Use Dedrick 10 to save you 10% off your order for sure. All right, so until next time, be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Let me know if you've ever experienced Gritti. Let me know down below in the comments what's your thoughts, what's your takes, and I would love to have a conversation about it with you guys for sure. All right, so again, until next time, be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know what it is, baby. Splack it up, splack it down, splack it that thing all around. And remember, what you put out into this world is exactly what you are going to get back. Remember that. That's facts. That's real facts for sure. All right, y'all. Peace. And as always, splack.